The gravity-resisted tests for elbow flexion begin with the patient seated with arms at their side. The patient flexes their elbow through the available range. The therapist provides resistance over the flexor surface of the forearm proximal to the wrist. The other hand applies counterforce for stabilization at the shoulder. Varying the forearm position may influence recruitment of select elbow flexors. For that reason, the biceps brachii is tested with the forearm supinated. The brachialis is assessed with the forearm pronated. The brachioradialis is tested with the forearm midway between pronation and supination.
Bend your elbow. Hold it. Don't let me pull it down. Bend your elbow. Hold it. Don't let me pull it down. And relax. Bend your elbow. Hold it. Don't let me pull it down. And relax.
The seated posture can also be used for gravity-minimized assessment of the elbow flexors. The arm is abducted to 90 degrees and supported by the examiner under the elbow and wrist if necessary. As with the gravity-resisted tests, the posture of the forearm influences the muscle emphasized. Palpation can be used to confirm activity in the muscle of interest. For example, as the patient attempts to flex their elbow with the forearm supinated, the therapist can palpate the tendon of the biceps brachii in the antecubital space. Alternatively, the muscle fibers may be felt on the anterior surface of the middle two-thirds of the arm, with the short head lying medial to the long head. When the forearm is pronated, the brachialis can be palpated in the distal arm, medial to the tendon of the biceps. When the forearm is midway between pronation and supination, the brachioradialis can be identified on the proximal volar surface of the forearm, where it forms the lateral border of the cubital fossa. The gravity-resisted test for elbow extension begins with the patient prone, arm abducted 90 degrees, and forearm flexed and hanging over the table's edge. The therapist provides support just above the elbow while the patient extends their elbow to the end of available range or until the forearm is horizontal to the floor. The patient is then moved into slight flexion to avoid locking out at end range. Downward resistance is applied to the distal forearm.
Straighten your elbow. Let it relax a little. Hold it. Don't let me bend it. And relax.
Gravity-minimized tests for the elbow extensors are performed with the patient seated, arm abducted 90 degrees, with the shoulder in neutral rotation and the elbow flexed to about 135 degrees. The entire limb is horizontal to the floor. Support is provided under either the elbow or forearm. As the patient attempts to extend the elbow, triceps activity can be palpated on the posterior surface of the arm, just proximal to the olecranon process.
Try to straighten your elbow.